G'day and welcome to episode 25.
Your mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mveli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt. Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
I'm guessing it's the one off to the right, is it? Up there? Yeah. Climb that. Here. Ah. Still.
The worsening conflict robbed the villagers of the peace they once had. They evacuated rather than risk living on a battlefield. The place became a ghost town. Nowadays, it's occupied on and off as an outpost by one or another of the factions.
Seems pretty quiet.
Security's pretty light. There are fewer kids around than our intel suggested. Maybe they sent some out on patrol. group of child soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself. Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Yandi bwaka nan toto.
Mubanza ya bwaka mbila mubelaka yandi. Mutasala bambuta nyonso mbigina. Ebuna, sananti.
Where'd you go? There he is. That is him, isn't it? Why can't I extract him? Do I have to do it by manually? Get out of the area of operation. Assuming I've got the right guy. Pretty sure I do.
That commander is some kid. To abduct the general's right-hand man and get away clean. He's got guts for a kid his size. Or he despises adults a lot more than we realize.
Yep, that's the right one. Come on. Try extract him again. Is it because I'm out of resources, maybe? Don't know where it has my Fultons. Maybe I'll order in a supply drop. Hang on. Don't wake up yet, kid. Nope, still can't. So I wasn't out of full tons. So I've got to do it by manually, I guess. What was the other objective? Obtainable skills blueprints. Extract the militant's XO, extract the child soldier's commander. try. Can't do it. Maybe I'll just leave him here. Go back for the other one. What's that? Oh, I don't want the magazine. There we go. That's what I want. Trank him again just to make sure he stays asleep. Who's the XO? Can't extract any of these guys.
That's the target prisoner. That's the target prisoner. Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Can't extract you.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a full extraction. Get him out by chopper.
You can't carry them both. I didn't see any blueprint. Okay. Now, where did I leave the other child? It was around here somewhere. Yeah, that clearing. Maybe he woke up. Doors further back. Oh, is that him? No, I don't want that. Yep, I think that was him. Still can't extract him. Okay. How am I going to do this? Can't take both of them. One or the other. Can I call the chopper to me? No. Nearest one's way over there.
Roger.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll leave the prisoner here. I'll take the kid first. Because the kid will wake up otherwise and wander off. I should have put a marker there, shouldn't I? Oh, no, there is one. Cool.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Okay.
Alright, now you just need to extract the general's number 2.
Hopefully it's just going to stand by. Yep. Don't have to pay for another helicopter drop. Hiccup. Come on, pick him up. There'll be an easier way to do this, but this is why I'm doing it. Okay, there we go.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Well done.
Departing! That's the way. All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
What, only an A?
About how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Level down.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Okay, well, so will this be a mission?
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shabani and the others to Nzoya Badiabulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there. So, join me next time, and yes, we shall do the next mission in part 26.